December 27th, 2:11 p.m. Wright and Company Law Offices. Oh, hi, Maya. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? I'm thinking that maybe he feels like he may have killed his father. I have too many wires going on here, but that's obvious. I've already said that already, probably. A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of a murder. I like to just can't remember it right now. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he'd never take someone's life. Never. Nick. Oh! Yo! How's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisle. Huh, Maya? Swooning? Me? Oh, yes. I do remember feeling faint. Right on! Tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Huh? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on. I saved Edgeworth in there. Dude, edgy! You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah! Bow before your hero. Oh, man. What do you have to... The butt smells right now. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. But seriously, Nick, that boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Nick? I don't know. But what I do know is, I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me, right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me? But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah. Why me, Nick? Humph. Enough with the silent treatment. Okay. Let's see with this story. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait. Was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. They saved me. Miles. And Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know? What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear the story today, and that's the final. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the beginning of spring, 4th grade. I was on trial, a class trial. Oh, God. Anytime you say a class trial now, it's like, killing game. A class trial? The class trial. You remember, Larry? Spring, 4th grade? A kid in my class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. Huh, I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared, with $38 still inside. Oh, yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I'd skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So, they thought you did it? Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day, we held a classroom trial, with me as the defendant. And, at your aid, I didn't do it. Guilty, he did it, guilty, it was you, thief. Give me my money back. You're such a meanie. No one play with him. Just admit you did it. You can't hide the truth. Tell us the truth. We're not going to play with you anymore. Yeah, and no borrowing my eraser. You should be allowed in a relay race. We're on the library committee. Give me a bag with 50 cents alone. Right, did you... Holy shit. Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Apologize to the class, Phoenix. That's the young Phoenix, apparently. He looks weird. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad. I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went over to where the boy was sitting. That's when it happened. Objection! He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs! Miles? There's a young Miles Edgeworth. It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? My money? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. He's the one. We don't need proof. Make him say he's sorry. Why don't you all just shut up? Oh, this is always how it is. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Why would a teacher even allow such a thing to happen? Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. Hey, no execution. Nice. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were always friends. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the butts. Edgeworth's goals, more stuff. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember, his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my dad. A famous defense attorney. Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him, I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he had become, or became. That's when I decided. Oh, wait, you don't mean... That's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believed in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick! So, is that why you helped me out for free? Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Oh, Nick! Nick! Nick, we have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? Right. Maybe. First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I'd sell for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Whoa, what'd I just clear out of my evidence anyway? Well, pretty much everything involving... Okay, we got the autopsy, we got the folk. I guess mostly redundancies. We don't need anything involving Gordy anymore. Do we still have... Nope, we don't even have Lotta's testimony anymore. Yeah, basically anything that involved Lotta is gone. But now... is he still in detention? There he is. You look as grim as always. Humph. Mr. Edgeworth, heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 4th grade? Lunch money? Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you'd do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple. To a fault, even. Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Well, let's get to talking. Learn some. Why prosecute? Well, we know why. It's because his father was a defense attorney, and defending wasn't good enough. Because the guy, his father, first of all, his father didn't get the defense of his client. Wait, I don't even. Okay, hold on, I'm confused now. Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? Oh yeah, it was because of his father's death. They didn't get the criminal who did it because the guy who did the defense didn't, or the prosecution. Why am okay, you know what, forget it. I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. Oh yeah, Hammond. Because Hammond got the criminal off the hook because he was good defense. That's why. And now he wants to prosecute all the bad people. Nah. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day 15 years ago, the 3 of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. Prosecutor Von Karma. What's your relationship with Von Karma? You were his understudy. He's my teacher, and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of the courtroom techniques from him. Yeah, including the whole wave your finger, apparently. So, he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He is a perfectionist at all things. In court, in his personal life, he is obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved. And not one suspect was declared innocent. Ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does in his job is to find a suspect guilty, perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth? If what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right! Now is not the time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding. Yeah, we got nothing else to go, so let's move on again, I guess. Does Grossberg know anything? Or is he still out? He was out last time. He's out. Again. When does he work anyway? Now, don't be harsh. Guess we'll have to come back later. How later am I going to need to come back? Okay, I like how I have to go to one of these places to move. Why is that even a thing? Criminal Affairs Department. Come on, Chief, tell me what you know. Looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't gotten back yet. Actually, it's not Chief. Gumshoe? He won't be coming back today. Oh, really? He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. The boat shop caretaker. He shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. Dun, 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 dun. Gourd Lake. Of course, I gotta go through this whole area hopping. Hey, pal. Long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, eh? I got so worked up, I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as the police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal. Is he like breathing? Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one other thing. Eek! No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Where Lotto was camping. The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. I guess Lotto's in a lot of trouble. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Okay. I feel like we're not getting any good evidence here. Hey, the samurai's gone again. Huh? The steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's been too busy with the trial to show up for work. Eyesore? Steel samurai's not an eyesore. Maybe you're the butts. Oh yeah, I can't go into the woods, but I can go everywhere else. Boat rental shop. That old caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. I know that clearing of the throat anywhere. Oh my god, Grocer. Ah, hello. What might you be doing here? Out for a walk, Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon. You see. Mr. Grossberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. That is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edward should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. Ho, what do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer some assistance. Thanks. Bye. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? Fatty doesn't go for a walk anyway. Can I now finally open the goddamn safe? I guess because the guy's not here. That's probably what I was waiting for. Nobody's home. Hello, what? Hey, it's Paulie. I wonder where your owner's gone, Paulie. Hello, squawk. I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello, squawk. We're not getting anywhere here. Let's examine the parrot again. Parrot, tell me something. Maybe I should take care of Paulie, Nick. You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Well, okay. Sorry, Paulie. Since I can't take you. Great, now the bird's going to hate me. Yeah, add the bird onto the list of people who hates you. Hey, were there like 12, 20... That reminds me, Nick. Paulie here knows the number to the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Paulie, what's the number to the safe? 1228, squawk! Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. Aww. But hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. I guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter. A letter? Aw, boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's the handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says, this is your last chance. Now is your time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Hammond? Well, Edgeworth and Hammond? The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here, in perfect detail. That's like an open shut case, but what's going to come in our way? What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are the instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Oh boy. I mean, that's pretty much all we need. But who wrote it? That is kind of true. Let's go see Grossberg? I can't imagine there's anything left in that area. I'm gonna go see Grossberg. Area hopping. Everything. And half the thing is silent too. Like, I guess I get it. We're in, like, the wild. So why would there be any sounds? Are you serious? I can't go to... fine. Go to the... One day left, Nick. Well, one day left, Nick. Yeah, I know. Well, no time to waste. Let's get going. Okay, you changed. What to do? What do you think we should do now, Maya? You would know best, Nick. Just do what you do. That should work. Why do we even ask Maya anything? Well, had any good ideas? This is all tied to the DL6 incident. We'd better find out as much as we can about that murder before tomorrow. Something that happened back then has a hold on Edgeworth and it won't let go. I mean, yeah, she is. I know all this stuff. Why do you keep bugging me about it? I don't know. Hey! Where do I go? Detention center? Talk? No. Present? No. Move? Police? No? Wait, hold on. I'm missing something here. Gourd Lake? Oh, man. This place annoys me. To no end. Is there something else I should be looking at in the boat rental shop? I obviously don't have everything. This fishing pole. That fishing pole looks expensive. Maybe we should bring it to Detective Gumshoe. Don't you think the caretaker would mind? Well, we can just leave him in the metal detector in exchange. Maybe we better not. No fishing pole for a metal detector. Say, Nick, don't people usually put pictures of fish up on the wall to boast about them? Yeah, I guess so. You mean pictures of the fish they caught, right? Right. But don't all the fish on the wall here look really puny to you? Well, you know what they say. You should have seen the one that got away. Except the one that got away from us was the caretaker, and we did see him. Why do I feel like we're having two different conversations here? Because we are. I don't even know what I'm doing. Paulie, anything else you know? Maybe I should take blah, blah, blah. Same thing. Paulie hates me. Great. I love when birds hate me. Oh, wait, hold on. Could I move to the record area of the police? The criminal affairs department thingy? Come on, that's gotta be a thing. If we're researching DL6. Right? Detention center. What am I doing? Okay, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna present to him this thing. This is the only thing I can think about doing right now. Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe in a shack where that boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge? On me? Who is that old guy anyway? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Nice. Nice, Wright. I don't remember that old man. Not at all. So, he was following this letter, then? which means there was someone else behind it. Now is your time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men, being myself and Robert Hammond. It also says this is your last chance. Last chance? Wait, maybe. Maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait. That old man. What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Yogi? Yogi Bear! We're going to get to them picnic baskets. I know, it's completely inappropriate. The suspect in the DL6 incident. The one who was found innocent. Now, that's what I'm ass backwards thinking, because if he was declared innocent, why would he need revenge on the guy who got him innocent and the son of the guy who he killed? I don't know. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in the elevator together 15 years ago. Boom. Earthquake! Earthquake! And now he's afraid of earthquakes! The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long it felt like forever. The air thinned, and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help! Get us out! Don't shout. Just use up more oxygen. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in the hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed to court, and Yogi was found innocent. Huh, but isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right? Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? Yep, that thing that we were trying to wonder about still. He's gonna open up. It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed. A memory of a murder. I think the time has come to tell all. Oh boy, the nightmare time. We've been waiting for this. Well, I've been. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier. I want to get out! Help! Get us out! Don't shout. Just use up more oxygen. I can't breathe! You're using up my air! What? Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you! What? What are you? Stop breathing my air! No, Father. He's attacking Father. Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I pick up the pistol. Get away! Get away from my father! Bang. Ah! And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But that's just a dream, right? Right? That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe I was the one who killed my father. What? If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth. You mean... It was me. I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we going to do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there is anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe. There is, Nick. There is someone else who knows about DL6. Grossberg! I've only been looking for him forever, and then I see him and then he goes away again. Grossberg law offices will get your ass out of the slammer. Mr. Grossberg. Ah, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled. No kidding. I can't believe you're not. My. Just calm down and tell me what's happened. Hmm? It's Mr. Edgeworth. He... Okay, I have to go. Okay, good. I see. So Edgeworth dreamt that he shot his own father? It's only a dream. Only a dream. I wonder. What? If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled? Hmm? Well... Also, consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep, he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream. It was real. As you imagined. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done. Simple, apparently. No, I don't believe it. Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrecoverably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. But why Hammond? Oh, Gregory Edgeworth. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey. My sister? Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. That's no surprise. Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence that are nothing to him. The result, he has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. And he lost. And died in despair, as it were. I see. How about the spirit medium? The mother. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey. There's a lot going on in this one. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Yet Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? It's only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless. We're getting into weird territory here. Let's present this thing to him too. I don't know, that's all I have. That's literally all I have. Oh, so this is the letter? It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond. But why kill Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own. Huh? His own sake? He never trusted his clients. That one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. Huh? You'll understand soon enough. Wait. What is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before. A long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? Miles Edgeworth, Yanni Yogi, Manfred von Karma. Maybe? Could it be Manfred von Karma? Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this? Well, I'm not sure. Von Karma. Von Karma. Wait! You're right, my boy. This is von Karma's handwriting. I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports. What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was... Correct. Manfred von Karma himself. Oh god, now the attorney is going to be like... Now we have another attorney who's going to be on trial. Now what does this mean, then? Why would von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? I have the DL6 incident? Okay, hold on a second. Before we do anything, let's see if we can talk about anything. Prosecutor von Karma. If it truly was von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. Oh no. But how could von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare. That I do not know. Yet I do know that von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hunting his son. What do you mean? It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and von Karma did win. But he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. Oh boy, let's hear more cases! What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and von Karma? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth accused von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood. Faulty evidence? It was the only penalty von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. A vacation? Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in as many years of prosecuting. Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like, go to the sea or, to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe. You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya. Wait, actually, that's very normal. Maybe back then. No, this would take... Forget it. I'm gonna get confused or something. In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. Odd. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick? Von Karma's going to bring up DL6. You can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6? I won't let him. Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know. I know that. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone. But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest. Mr. Grossberg, thank you. I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chance to find something are slim. Turns out von Karma actually set this whole thing up to kill Gregory Edgeworth. I understand. The police materials. Not much I can do now but move to the place with the DL6, man. I know, but first I gotta go to my offices, and holy hell, I feel burpy. I'm tired. I had an 11-hour day with... Oh, sorry. I had an 11-hour day at work with no break. Let's call in early. I'm lucky I'm even recording this. I just felt like playing it. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi. Ah, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. We're wondering if we can check out the records room again. Well, now I can't have just anyone wandering in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there. Von Karma? Yes, he just arrived actually. Von Karma's in the records room. Nick, let's hurry. Oh, we have to hurry. We know he's looking or forging evidence for sure. This will be the only time so far we've seen Von Karma outside court. Dusty as always. We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they just haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma. Yeah, but the records are probably cleaned out. Huh? One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking at it recently. The label says unsolved cases. Evidence. Unsolved cases? Nick! The file for DL6. It's completely empty. What? What are you doing in here? What are you doing in here? Eek! Oh, geez. That's weird to see him in this angle. Von Karma? You. How do you know my name? Huh? Have we met? What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team. Defense team? I beg your pardon. You see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They are like bugs to me. Needless things to be crushed. I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. Well, I can see right now he has the case files. Mr. Edgeworth was a student, right? A romanticist who could never shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father. Always second rate. Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record? So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival. That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow's trial, huh? Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell you the court tomorrow. We were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up DL6 in court tomorrow. Well, what else can I do here now? We know what he's going to do. How do we, stop him? How about present his handwriting? Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I've heard him called that by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So you admit it. You owe Mr. Yogi this letter. Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You saved me from a lot of needless hassle. What? Nick, what is that thing? Oh god, a stun gun for self-defense, usually. Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. Wow, look at his face. 600,000. Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it, usually. Now, give me the letter. No. No! Whoa! What are you? Nick, run! Ah! She got shocked. Maya! Out of my way. Whoa! Well, great. We're screwed. Should have made a copy. Ugh, he got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took the DL6 evidence. All of it. Back to having no clues. Wait. Maya jumped first. Maya! Is she okay? Maya! Maya! Open your eyes. Maya! The letter. Did he take it? Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could. One shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now, when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Maya! Urgh. There has to be some way I can help her. I'd better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya? She's holding something. What is that? A bullet? DL6 incident. Evidence number 7. Taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. Well, we got one thing. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. Whoa. Are we going to court? That was probably one of the shortest investigations I've ever seen, but we did lose all evidence. It's way too early to even stop, so I guess I'll have to continue on. I'll just have to save mid-chapter. I don't have the time to record an entire trial right now, and I know it's at least going to be an hour long. This is it. Judgment Day. Today, things are going... And this is only the 4th chapter! What is the final chapter even going to be? Oh my god, I can't even imagine. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. Wah! What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. Hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Whoa! What are you doing? Sorry. I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge? Right. Good idea. How do you discharge? I mean, look, I conduct static electricity myself, okay? I can touch a metal doorknob and shock myself. Try to electrocute anyone on your way out. Whoa, yeah, pal! That was the gumshoe, right? What's gone into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth? Good morning. How did it go, Detective? Have no fear. As promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. Dude, do you run marathons or something? Like, alright, let's get this case going. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. Defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready. Right, very well. I'm not used to you cooperating. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says. Very well, Mr. Von Karma. Your opening statement? Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. And he's still asleep. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake, from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Very well. Please begin your testimony. Gah! I'll always make that sound when it happens. Why I left court by Mr. Bumhead. It sounds like an essay. I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Paulie, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm going to prove it. Well, let's try. Just taking my time. I'm really sorry about leaving yesterday like I did, but I wasn't running away for nothing. I went to buy some food for Paulie. See, Press on that one, maybe? I don't know. Food? Well, Paulie's a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack? Well, I kinda got lost, you see. The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's gonna believe that. I see. So he was lost. Please, Your Honor, come to your senses. I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yep. Seems like it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old codger's head? That's impossible. I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well. Witness, please continue. I mean, I need one of them motive things and I don't got one. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness' memory of the past or lack thereof into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. I didn't have to do it. I just pressed on the right thing. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, there's a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Oh, now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So who is he? Don't play dumb, Von Karma. Mr. Wright, please tell us this witness' name. Great, he's a stupid... Yanni Yogi, obviously. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi? That name seemed familiar. Oh, Yanni Yogi, from the DL6 incident. I thought the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, this man is Mr. Yogi, and he has a clear motive. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Here we go. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This witness is Yanni Yogi? Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? He's giving me that smile. This is a court of law. As you may recall, you need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory. This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go. Nick, how are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi? It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I see. That makes sense. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Huh? I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. Why? The witness has no fingerprints. What? What? No fingerprints? Gah! You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with the stuff. Yep. What? Yogi, you sneak. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past. Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity. No. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Well, what will you do now, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided, no? No. I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way. There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one. Nick, what are we going to do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine the parrot for a little comedic relief, Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Actually, wait a second. Cross-examine the parrot? What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to... Your Honor? Bring in the parrot. The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma up? On his proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. Order! Order! This courtroom is not a zoo! Yeah, order. Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is a farce! I object! Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. And no joking in the courtroom. I have the right to do as you suggested. Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, I hope you're ready for the consequences. Nick, this is crazy. Well, still want to go through with your little game? Yes, I'm doing it. Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so. Bailiff, bring in the parrot. Did they have the parrot there? They gotta go back to the boat shop. Okay. We're talking to a parrot. That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name! The witness is ignoring me. It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Very well. Witness, who is your owner? Please, testify for us. Squawk? Who is your owner? Hello? Hello? Squawk? Certainly the most concise testimony we've heard so far. Very well. Begin your cross-examination. Right. What are you going to do, Nick? I don't know. What do we do, Maya? Well, we call it Paulie. Hello, press. Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right. What do I say? Have we forgotten something? Have we forgotten something? Remember, 2 days ago. Paulie, have we forgotten something? Squawk! Don't forget DL6! Squawk! If I can get Paulie to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker had something to do with DL6. Paulie, have we forgotten something? Hello? Squawk? That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot something we forgot. Hello? Squawk? Uh-oh. It's not working, Nick. She won't say it. This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when we asked if we'd forgotten anything? Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi. Well, Squawk? Am I supposed to present evidence? Press here. Witness, you're here to speak. You must speak to me. Frankly, I can't believe that you're speaking toward this parrot. Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi. Present? I mean, other than the... I don't know, present the parrot. I mean, the parrot's here. Answers to the name Paulie. I don't know what to do here. The witness's statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor. I'm sorry, but I can see nothing faulty. I mean, what am I even doing here? Yes, what track am I even on? Paulie Jenkins. Hold on. I never even saw a court bailiff trapped with the Edgeworths. Memory lost due to oxygen deprivation. After his arrest, fiancé Paulie Jenkins commits suicide. I didn't notice that. That is interesting. Can I present that? Your Honor, that's... Oh my god, are you serious? Dude, I just noticed something there, but... Okay, what am I doing here? I got two statements from a parrot. Answers to the name Paulie. Okay, sure. So, I got two things I can do here. One of these two things. Answers to the name Paulie. And then we have... I feel like ending it here. You know what? I think that's exactly what I'll do because I'm talking to a goddamn parrot. I have to go back to here. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to save, suspend the game, and end the part. End it on a talking parrot. You know, might as well. Alright, people. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time where we try and interrogate a parrot. So long!